Good morning, everyone. I hope everyone is fine and at home. Fine, children. So this is the second video of mine, and the second video is also for English literature, lesson 1, The Boy Who Broke the Bank. Let's summarize what we learned in the first video. In the first video, we learned that there's a sweeper boy called Nathu who works in the bank. Now, he's not very much satisfied with his work because the owner of the bank, Seth Govindram, is not paying him a 5 rupees raise. So he doesn't want to work there. They are not paid him the regular salary also. Now, he has a friend called Sitaram who is asking him why is he angry, and he is telling him that okay, I will find a job for you so that you get paid. So that boy Sitaram is the washerman's son. He goes on delivering clothes here and there. So he goes to a customer, and there he delivers the clothes. So that lady who's his customer tells him that she's in need of a person to help her in the courtyard. Now Sitaram said, okay, fine, you need a help to clean the courtyard. I have a boy who needs job and he can join you in the next month. So she says, okay, fine, you come and talk to me the next month. So this lady goes and meets another lady. That is, so she goes and tells that lady that fine, you know that this bank of ours, that is Seth Govindram Bank, is not able to pay its sweepers also. So that means that bank doesn't have enough money. So this news that the bank doesn't have enough money goes from one person to the other, to the other, to the other, and it keeps spreading in the town. It spreads to the jeweler, it spreads to the barber, everywhere it is going. And everyone is talking about the news that the bank is going bankrupt. Now in this photograph, children, you can see a person running. That is the old gentleman who was getting his face shaved. And he's running to his office to get his checkbook. He wants to take out the money which is there in the bank. So this is the photograph, and we left you here in the first video. Now let's proceed further. Let's see what the lesson. Here is the lesson. Okay, so by afternoon, the bank had gone through all its ready money, and the harassed bank manager was helpless. So by that day, when people started hearing that the bank had gone bankrupt, everyone started running towards the bank. So that same day in the afternoon, the bank had gone through all its ready money. Now here, this ready money means the money which the bank has for transaction. Every day, every bank has some amount of money in the morning, like 10 lakhs rupees, 20 lakhs rupees, depending upon the size of the bank. Now, when that money gets over, then it can't give the customers when they ask to withdraw the money. So this is what the ready money is. And here it says the harassed bank manager. Harassed means the tired or the anxious bank manager. Why was the bank manager harassed or tired? Because everyone was coming to him to withdraw the money. Nobody was depositing the money as such. Everyone was taking out. So the bank manager was little helpless. He was worried that if so many people take out the money, then how is he going to satisfy all the customers? Now, emergency funds could only be obtained from one of the government banks, and now it was nearly closing time. Now, when this ready money of the bank gets over, then the only money source they can get is from the government bank. Okay, so they can borrow some money from the government bank and give it to the customers. But this money can't be taken from the government bank because it was nearly closing time. The banks were about to get closed. So that is why the bank manager was thinking, now tomorrow I am going to take the money and give it to the customers. The clerks shut down their counters, but people gathered outside on the steps of the bank shouting, we want our money. Now it was almost closing time, so the clerks just shut down their counters. They said, fine, our work for the today is done, so we are closing down our registers or computers or whatever it was. But the people gathered outside who were standing outside the steps of the bank, they started shouting that we want our money. Give it to us today or we'll break in. Break in means they will come inside the bank forcefully. Why will they come back inside the bank forcefully? Because they wanted their money very urgently. They were thinking that the bank will not be able to pay them tomorrow. So they wanted their money today only. Fetch Seth Govind Ram. We know he's hiding in the vaults. Now here another word is there, vault. Vaults means it's a strong room. It's a room in the bank with strong doors and everything where they keep the money safe. So they are telling the bank manager that you fetch Seth Govindam. We know he's hiding in the vaults. He's hiding somewhere. He doesn't want to give us our money. So please take him out, or you give us our money. Mischief makers who did not have a paisa in the bank joined the crowd. The manager stood at the door and tried to calm his angry customers. Now this word, mischief makers means the people or the persons who make mischief. Now mischief means cause harm to somebody. Okay, so the mischief makers who did not have a paisa in the bank. There were some people there just simply standing. They didn't have any money in the bank. They were just enjoying the chaos there, the shouting, the halla gulla they were enjoying. The manager stood at the door and tried to calm his angry customers. The poor manager was only standing at the door and was trying to calm everyone, his angry customers, that okay, don't worry, you'll all get your money. But just now we don't have the money, we can give you tomorrow. He declared that the bank had plenty of money that they could withdraw all they wanted the next morning. So he was assuring them that they don't have to panic, they will all get their money provided they wait till next morning. We want it now, chanted the people, now, now, now. But those angry people or the crowd who were standing outside the bank, they were not ready to listen. They were only shouting that they want their money now, now, and they want it now only. A few stones were thrown and the manager retreated indoor. The crowd was so angry that they started pelting stones, throwing stones. A few stones were thrown and the manager retreated indoor. Retreated indoor means went inside, because he was a little anxious that one of the stones is going to hit him. Closing the iron grill gate, a brick hurtled through the air and smashed into the plate glass window which advertised the bank's asset. And one of the brick which was thrown by the crowd, it hit the plate glass window, the glass window which was there on the bank. In the bank, it smashed it, broke the window on which the advertisements of the bank assets were written. Okay, here's the picture we have. The bank manager, he's a bank manager, is standing at the gate trying to calm this crowd, and the crowd is shouting, angrily shouting at him that they want their money, they want the money now, now, and now. Okay. Then the police arrived. They climbed the steps of the bank and pushed the crowd back until the people began falling over each other. So police was called because the crowd was really getting violent. So the police was called and they climbed on the steps of the bank and pushed the crowd back. They told the people to step back and the people also stepped back. Gradually, everyone dispersed, shouting that they would be back in the morning. Now, seeing the police, everyone got scared a little that they'll be arrested. So they all dispersed. They went here to their own homes and they said, okay, we will come the next morning. Nathu arrived next morning to sweep the steps of the bank. He saw the refuse and the broken glasses and the stone clustering the steps. Now, Nathu didn't know what happened in the bank the whole day. So what he did, when he came in the next morning, he saw that he saw the refuse. Refuse here means the things which were thrown by the crowd, the stones, the papers, or whatever they threw. It was all lying there on the steps. So when he saw that garbage, that broken things on the steps, broken glass, broken stones, then he got very annoyed. Raising his hands in horror, he tried, Gundas, hooligans, may they suffer from 1,000 tills. Why is he so angry? Why is he calling them Gundas and hooligans? Because he had to now sweep all that dirt from the step, and his work had increased. It was bad enough being paid irregularly. Now I must suffer an increase of work. So he is saying it is bad enough. It is bad enough being paid irregularly. He has not been paid his 2 months salary. So he's saying it is bad enough for being paid irregularly. Now I must suffer an increase of work. Increase of work refers that all that garbage, all that filth which is lying on the steps, now he has to clean that. He smacked the steps with his broom, scattering the refuse. Smacked means he hit the steps with his broom so loudly, badly, that it scattered the refuse. Scattered means all that refuse, all that garbage, all the things which the crowd had thrown, it all went flying here and there. "Good morning, Nathu," said Sitaram, the washerman's son, getting down from his bicycle. "Are you ready to take up a new job for the first of the next month? You will have to, I suppose, now that the bank is closing." Now, not knowing what had happened the other day, Sitaram came in the morning and just very nicely asked him, "Good morning, Nathu, and are you ready to take up a new job for the from the first of the next month? You'll have to, I suppose, now that the bank is closing." So he said, "I have fixed a job for you, and you can join it next month. Now that the bank is closing, bank is going to close, so I suppose you have another job ready. You will not be unemployed anymore." So Nathu said, "What did you say? Haven't you heard? The bank's gone bankrupt. You better hang around until the others arrive and then start demanding your money too. You'll be lucky if you get it." He waved cheerfully and paddled away on his bicycle. So here Sitaram is trying to tell his friend that haven't you heard that the bank has gone bankrupt? Now here bankrupt means having no money. There is no money in the bank. So he is asking his friend, "Haven't you heard there's no money in the bank? They are unable to pay money to the customers." So he's telling him, "You better hang around until the others arrive." He's telling him, "Now you wait till the other members of the or employees of the bank come, and then you also start demanding your money, your pay, and you will be lucky if you get it." He waved cheerfully and paddled away on his bicycle. So after saying all this, he just went ahead. Nathu went back to sweeping the steps, muttering to himself. Now here he didn't understand a word. He said, "I don't know what nonsense he's talking about." And muttering to himself means speaking to himself, slowly, unclearly. Sometimes when we are in anger, we start muttering. So muttering to himself, when he finished, he sat down on the steps to wait for the manager. He was determined to get his pay. So after sweeping the steps, he just sat there and he waited for the manager to come so that he can ask for his pay. "Who would have thought the bank would collapse?" he said to himself, and looked thoughtfully across the street. "I wonder how it could have happened." Now that poor boy Nathu is sitting on the steps of the bank and trying to think that how come the bank has collapsed. I wonder how it could have happened. How could a bank collapse? How can a bank close? How can a bank go bankrupt? Now, children, here let's see what was the name of the lesson. If you remember, the name of the lesson was "The Boy Who Broke the Bank." Here if you see the lesson's name, you will say broke the bank means tod diya bank ko. No, it doesn't mean he broke the bank. He did not literally broke the bank. Here broke means bankrupt. Bankrupt means the bank didn't have enough money to give it to the customer. But is it true? The bank had enough money to give it to the customer, but because everyone started talking about it, because Nathu said they are not paying my salary, so they don't have enough money. So from mouth to mouth to mouth to mouth, it spread in the whole town that the bank didn't have any money. But that was not true. The bank had enough money, but because everyone on the same day tried to take out all their money, so the bank didn't have any money at the end of the day. That is why the name of the lesson is "The Boy Who Broke the Bank." He didn't mean to make the bank collapse. It just happened. He said something and then it was mistook, people misunderstood it. So it went like wildfire into the town and everyone rushed to the bank to take out the money. So this was what the lesson was about. Okay, so the Nathu was the poor boy who didn't mean to let the bank collapse. It was just because he was grumbling, he was angry, he just said those words like that. So it spread like wildfire into the town. I hope you all understood the lesson. So we'll stop this video for now, and in the next video we'll try to do the question answers and other exercises of the lesson. Be safe, be at home. Bye.